Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be walking through realistic baby-led weaning because I see a lot of the stuff out there is not really painting the full picture, and that is why moms are nervous to do baby-led weaning, because we'll see other babies with like a drumstick chicken in their hand and we'll be like, did they actually eat all that? Like, did they eat the chicken off the bones? Like, and it's just not realistic. So what I'm here to do is paint the proper picture to show you guys what it's like. The baby gets frustrated sometimes. The baby sure doesn't eat all the food. At least mine doesn't. Everybody's experience is different. And I want to preface this with, I am not a doctor. I am not a pediatrician. Please consult your doctor or your pediatrician about the way that you're going to feed your child. So yeah, I just want to paint a very, very real picture of a mom who is just now starting this, just now diving into this, still learning, and you guys can just come along with me for the journey. So let's get into it. Hi, sweetie. Are you excited to try your food? So she's in her up seat right now. We don't have her high chair yet. I've just been using this up seat to feed her meals, and it's been really good for her leg development too. That's why I like the up seat, but we're gonna get our high chair soon. Okay, so for her I have hard-boiled eggs cut into wedges. I cooked them for 1 extra minute just to make sure they were fully cooked. And then I do little clementine wedges. She loves those. Some yogurt drops. And then this is apple and carrot puree, and I sprinkled some turmeric on the top of it because turmeric is really, really good for everybody. I don't think she's gonna eat all of this, but we'll give it a try. She's already grabbing the spoon. One thing about baby-led weaning is it's very, very messy, but it's okay. She knows how to feed herself with the spoon. Ever since she was 4 months old or 5 months old when we started, we would preload the spoon and then give it to her so that she learned to use the spoon. I do just take a little warm cloth to get it like out of her face and her eyes. I still do the purees even though I'm giving her actual solid food, so sometimes I'll take the spoon and I'll preload it for her like this. And then I hand it back to her. Here you go, sweetheart. And then she'll feed herself. She's still working on her pincer grasp, so she's not perfect with it yet. But she loves feeling the different textures. And sometimes I will just feed it right to her. Like, you just have to be okay with getting messy. She honestly prefers to feed herself though. I gotta get one of those crinkle cutters so that it's easier for her to grasp. We're trying the egg. Oh. See, the thing about the wedges is when you cut it into wedges, it's big enough to where they can't really choke on it unless you're like force feeding it to them. You see how she can just test it out for herself? And she's not gonna put the whole entire thing in her mouth. She's gonna spit some of it out. And that's why I love these bibs, just catches the food. I used to be so scared of this baby-led weaning. See, look, there's gagging, and the gagging is fine. That's just her learning how to move the food around in her mouth. The gagging is not the same as choking. Choking is usually silent, and you'll know if your baby's choking if they like are still, or they can't breathe, or they're turning blue. That's how you know their airway is blocked. There's a website called solidstarts.com, and I'm gonna put their website in the description box. That's where I learn what foods I can give baby, how to cut them and stuff to make it safe for her, and it just relieved a lot of my anxiety. See, she's making all these little sounds because she's just like figuring it out. And yeah, sometimes they will throw the food, but it's more about, oh, yep. It's more about them learning how to do the motion of eating. Oh, okay. It's more for them to learn different foods and different textures and to be exposed to it early. So if your baby doesn't finish all of the food, it's fine. That's why I like to always include a puree, because I know she's gonna finish the puree if she's not interested in her other actual solid foods. See? Okay. She's kind of showing me that she's giving me a little bit of some I'm done cues, like just the frustration and just the yelling. So this is where I go kind of hands off. I let her show me, I let her lead, I let her tell me, because I don't want to overfeed her or frustrate her or give her a bad association with food. Okay, so this is how much she ate. She ate all her puree. There's not much egg in there. She ate most of it. And she did really good. All done. Are we all done? All done. All done. When we go like this, all done in sign language, in sign language. Yeah, done. All done. All done. Okay. That's how we know we're all done. Show you guys real quick the aftermath. I don't know why I didn't think it through that I shouldn't wear white when she's eating. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought the bib would catch everything, but now I know for tomorrow to not do that. So I have her in the sink and I'm just going to rinse her off, get her undressed, and then wipe her down with some wipes. And I wouldn't say she's messy enough for a bath quite yet. I am gonna rinse her with some warm water, just do like a sponge bath, and then we'll do a regular bath tonight. And I'm just gonna soak this in some warm water because it has turmeric all over it, and I'm gonna kind of pre-wash it before I throw it in the washer. Okay, I just got a regular onesie, some little shorts, and then some fresh clean socks that I'm gonna put on her. Okay, now for mom and dad to eat. I'm gonna cook my chicken lettuce wraps for lunch, and they're gonna be so delicious. Here are some homemade lettuce wraps. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to eat these. I always give my husband the prettier plate and I give myself like the ugly plate because I'm so hungry by the time that I finish cooking. I just give him the pretty one because that's just how I am. Okay, real quick for dinner, Isla is gonna have some cooked penne pasta with paprika sprinkled on it. This is chicken and I forgot what else, puree, and then just a spoonful of rice. She is loving her rice.
I know that there are things happening in the rest of our society.
Maybe not the pasta so much.
Cheers to the healthy.
But she's still eating it. Good morning, you guys. It is the next day. We're just going real simple for breakfast this morning. We're just doing some of those leftover egg wedges and then some whole grain cereal. I'm gonna mix it in obviously, but I actually am adding some cinnamon to this cereal because I could tell she just hates the bland taste. So we'll see if she eats more of it with the cinnamon. And so whenever I'm cutting food for the baby, I use my finger to just measure, and like it'll be like a little bit, you know, wider width, and that's how I know it's safe for the baby to eat, because if it's that length and it's that width, she can grab it and it's not going to be too small to where it's a choking hazard, because little small round things can be a choking hazard. So that's why we cut it into little finger length strips. Just think of little finger length strips like that. And this piece I'm gonna give her. And also you see little like rinds like that, or even in a tangerine where there's that little hard part, just kind of like this. I just like to personally take that part out of it. This is just some orange bell pepper, and you see it's not really like I think she's going to eat this. I know she's not gonna actually chew it, eat it, and swallow it, but it's introducing a new flavor, a new texture to her, and she still can kind of suck the nutrients out of it, and that goes for everything that I give her. And for instance, if I'm cutting an avocado, I'm obviously gonna pay attention to the little seed or thing. I don't know what this is, but all avocados have them at the top. I'm obviously going to pay attention to that and make sure that I dispose of that. And then I just will show you guys how I wedge it. So here are some wedges, and then I'm just gonna take the peel off of the back. Okay, we're ready for dinner. I do have a little bit of a backup puree if she doesn't end up eating any of this. I want to make sure she still gets something in her belly. But we just put some black bean puree, like mashed puree kind of type of thing, on top of this little bell pepper wedge, some avocado wedge, and then I did some white rice, and then we're doing ground beef today. Believe it or not, it is safest for baby to have it in this form so that they can control the bite that they're taking versus the little crumbles. I know it's like hard to wrap your brain around, but that's just what Solid Start suggests, and many other websites say that it's safest this way, and the little crumbles are a choking hazard, so we don't want any of that. And also make sure that in any ingredient, any seasoning, anything that you're giving a baby, that there's no added salt. Here we go, baby girl. I definitely learned my lesson from last time to not put a shirt on her when I'm gonna feed her like this. Oh, she's going for the burger. There we go, baby girl. I'm so proud of her. It is really hard to believe that this is the safer method versus the crumbles. It's like so intimidating, but it's the truth. I am still learning, so if anybody has any advice for me or any tips or tricks, I would love to hear them. Leave a comment below. Some of it's on the floor, but for the most part, there's that bell pepper. She really enjoys the rice, so she has eaten all of the rice. She's just trying the avocado now. There was obviously a lot of gagging. She threw that bell pepper. Yeah, she did not eat that. There was obviously a lot of gagging, but that's normal because these are all very new flavors for her. And she wants to be done. Okay, you guys, so for Isla's lunch/breakfast, I made her some banana pancakes. I just took banana, egg, flour, and a little bit of her whole grain cereal, some cinnamon, and then mixed it together and then made some pancakes over unsalted butter. And then we have avocado wedges and some clementines. She's like, what? You've never made this for me before. Yeah. So it's little wedges so that she can easily eat them. See, this is the reality of it. Sometimes they're really just not gonna fully eat the food. It's more like tasting it and trying it, testing it out. She's trying to eat them all at once. Oh, she took a real bite there. Okay, so this is what she ate. In my mind, this is a huge success because she ate the entire pulp out of all the other orange and pretty much all of her pancakes. She spit out some of it, but still this is like a huge success. And then the other half of the avocado. She likes the taste of the chicken. That's gagging right there. Completely normal, completely safe. She's red in the face, she's gagging. That's all a part of them learning how to maneuver food in their mouth. And I actually took the chicken away from her because I realized that it was a little bit too tough for my liking. I didn't leave it to tenderize and boil as long as I should have. So I actually just took it away from her because when it's tough like that, I think it's definitely a choking hazard. And it's at least what I'm not comfortable with. I want all the foods to be soft. They say that if you can squish it between your finger like that, then it's safe to give to baby. But always be careful about round. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, leave me some tips, leave me some tricks that you have if you've tried this down below in the comments. I'm still learning and I want to learn more, so we're all in this together. I really hope that this video gave you a realistic and raw expectation on what to expect for baby led weaning. Bye guys.